There we go, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Marufo.
In cause number 2020-0D0 5993, State of Texas versus Elijah Wesley Mum. Announcement of council, please.
Well, King for the state of Texas. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm sorry. Dennis Moore for Elijah Munn. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Moore. How are you both doing?
Good.
Good, good. Let's see, we are set today for a final judges conference, correct? No, yes, no, sorry, final hearing plea deadline.
Your Honor, I believe this is going to remain on the trial track.
Okay, Mr. Moore, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is your client currently in jail?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, he's out?
Yes.
Okay. I believe Ms. Hernandez was looking at the trial dates. Let's see. Let's see if she was able to give me a date. Let's give her a few seconds.
Judge, this
Has
case,
the, go ahead.
this case has a backup trial date of May 13th, but I
Mhm.
don't know if Mr. Moore is requesting a continuance. The next trial date available is August 5th.
Mr. Moore, are you filing a continuance for that May 13th date?
I wasn't sure. Ms. King and I, there was an issue with the case. I spoke to her about a week ago, and I haven't heard back from that on that. There was some CPS records, and we actually got the wrong records.
I am actually looking into that. We've been in trial last week and a little bit this week. So I will call you today. I believe from what I reviewed so far, I believe they were the correct ones, but I will keep you updated today.
Well, I mean, you all could do a combined motion for continuance or a joint or a agreed.
I
I
wouldn't
mean-
oppose it.
All right. Mr. Moore, you want to draft it as an agreed and have her signature?
Well, yeah, I suppose that's probably okay. But Ms. King, are you saying that you think the records that we have are the correct ones?
From what I have reviewed, and I did not review all the records. So if you can just give me till lunchtime to review the remaining, I can give you, what I see in the records, if they're correct ones or not.
Well, the name, the lady's name, it's a completely different name and different date of birth.
And I did notice that in the beginning of the paperwork, because I did pull up the copy that was actually given to you by our office. But down like the page 10, it actually did include the victim's name, but I do want to confirm.
I'm sorry, it included the victim's name where?
On page 10,
Okay.
but I want to clarify why there are other names in the document as well.
Well, what I recall was there was an affidavit of no records with respect to my client and with respect to the victim. But then I know that there's other children, and I know that there was claims of abuse against other children. So there should be CPS records for the mom at the very least.
Okay, some of this is being live streamed, so I'm not sure if this is conversation that should have been had between the two of you, but I will say that based on this conversation, I don't think either party is ready for trial on May 13th, 2022.
Yeah, we do have to get this straightened out, Judge.
Correct. So with that being said, I believe there needs to be either a joint or an agreed motion for continuance. I'm not sure who should be the one drafting it. I don't want to make a decision when it should be kind of just worked out between the two of you who can draft it the fastest. With that being said, Ms. Hernandez did state on the record that she is looking at August 5th. Was that correct, Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're looking at August 5th, you all. But get me in that paperwork so that all the dots are dotted, all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Mr. Moore, do you have anything else with us today?
No, I guess I'll just talk to Ms. King about how to do the continuance.
Right. I mean, it's not a hard one. It's a normal one. You just add the word agreed up on the top or the word joint, and then you send it to her and then she will sign it. And so, I mean, if you want to be stubborn, you can make Miss King file it. I don't know whose staff is more overworked, and that's for you all to figure out. Okay.
I will call you, Mr. Moore.
All right.
Okay,
All right. Thank you, Mr. Moore. Good luck, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. Mr. Marufo, who do we have next?
On page 2, Judge, bottom of page 2,
Okay.
in cause number 2021-0D02646, State of Texas versus Zachary Ethan White. Announcement on council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeep Darnell for Zachary Ethan White. Sorry, I'm on 2 Zooms right now, so you're on my phone and somebody else is on my computer.
No problem, Mr. Darnell. Good morning. Hope you both hope you're doing well. I've already know Ms. King is doing okay. What are we doing today, Mr. Darnell? I'm showing a final hearing plea deadline with a jury trial in 3 days.
Yes, Your Honor. This is not going to be a trial. We already have an agreed resolution on this case. The only thing I am trying to sort of finagle with is he is on parole right now, but his parole terms in June. So I was hoping to set him for a plea at the end of June.
Ms. King, do you have an objection to that? I don't think Judge Bettis would have an objection since we're almost right around the corner for June.
Right. No, Your Honor, that's always been kind of the agreement because of the parole. So we would just kind of delay it until June, but we do have an agreement for time.
Okay. And is he currently incarcerated?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And then all of that time will go credited to any time that is part of your plea agreement.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then, Ms. Hernandez, I think we're looking for a trial. I'm sorry, a plea date. My apologies. A plea date.
Yes, ma'am. I'll
In-
prepare that and send it over
Perfect. Thank you,
for
Ms.
end of
Hernandez.
June.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Hernandez.
you so much.
No problem. Mr. Darnell, do you have anything further with us this morning?
That's all I've got, Judge.
All right. Good to see you and take care.
Good to see you, Judge. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Marufo, who is next?
We're back on page 1, bottom of page 1, Judge.
Okay.
In cause number 2019-0D02915, State of Texas versus Michael Navarro. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Monique Velarde for Mr. Navarro. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Velarde Reyes. How are you
Hello.
doing?
I am here. It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. It feels like a Wednesday, but it is a Tuesday.
It always feels like Monday, so I'm not even sure. I'm just going by names at this point.
All right. Ms. Velarde King, we are here for your final status conference. You look like you have a final hearing on May 31st, and then you have a jury trial on June 3rd.
Your Honor, I actually did have a conference or a Zoom call with Ms. Velarde, I believe last week or the week before, and I was going to speak to the victim actually in this case on May 4th, but we had a jury selection for one of the trials on May 5th. So, and that kind of took the whole week. So I am making it, I will have a Zoom hearing with her tomorrow, or with, not a Zoom hearing, I apologize, a Zoom meeting with the complaining witness tomorrow.
Okay, does any of that change your all's readiness for June 3rd, though? That's actually the bigger question. Because you all are specially set that day.
I think we're ready. I think we'll know more once Ms. King speaks for the
Okay.
hours it's going to take to speak to this.
Okay, well, you all will be able to speak with Judge Bettis on May 31st. And so I just kind of wanted to give her the heads up because that June 3rd is right the next day. From the 31st. So you all will have time to speak with her on the 31st. Kind of, if you can, give her a small heads up ahead of time. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Ms. Velarde Reyes.
Thank you all. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
We're on top of page 2, Judge.
Okay.
in cause number 2020-0D01029 and 2021-0D02600, State of Texas versus Sonia Veronica Rascon. Announcement of council, please.
Preston Munson for the stage ready, Your Honor.
Christopher Anchona on behalf of Ms. Rascon, we are ready, Your Honor.
Give me 1 second. Navigator is pulling it up before we completely get started. All right, let us see where we are.
We're at pre-trial 28-1 today, Judge.
Okay. All right, and Mr. Munson is for the DAs and Mr. Anchondo is for defense, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, what are we doing with this case, gentlemen?
We've talked, Judge. We've received the offer from the state. I need to get down and talk to the defendant. She's at the jail. So as soon as I'm able to get over there and talk to her, I'll let Mr. Oh, well, I know Mr. Munson's covering for Ms. Razzo. So, or
Razo or Rago?
Rago.
Rago.
So I'll get with Ms. Rago and talk to her about what she decides and where we're going to be. I know that we've already have future settings. So
Okay, yes, you do have many future settings. You have one in June, one in 2 in August, and then your jury trial is September 2nd. Let me ask you, Mr. Munson, did you need to put the recommendation on the record?
Your Honor, I don't think so, but just to put it just in case, we have it's 10 TDC if she wants to plead to this case, the 2020 0D01029 alone. If she wants to plead to both, it'll be 7 TDC.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Anchondo, and I'm sure you have that information to relate to your client, correct?
yeah, I've got it.
All right, Mr. Anchondo. I just it's not on the record officially, but you look a little different on Zoom, Mr. Anchondo, but I don't know if maybe you've lost weight and I just haven't seen you.
Who knows at this point? I don't even know what I look like anymore.
Okay, well, it's good to see you, Mr. Anchondo. And anything else from the parties?
Nothing from the state.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, it looked like we'll be continuing on the settings that are there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Maybe excuse you.
If neither of you have anything further with this court, you may both be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Towards the bottom of the page, Judge.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, go ahead.
In cause number 2021-0D02820, State of Texas versus Jesus Luna Vasquez. Announcement of council, please.
Rawa King for the state of Texas.
Teresa Caballero on behalf of Mr. Vasquez. Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning,
Good
Ms. King.
Good morning, Ms. Caballero. How are you?
Well, I'm a little under the weather. Just picked up my prescription on my way home, but otherwise good. We do.
Oh, that's why you're in the vehicle. Okay.
Yes, we do have an agreement, though. I wanted to let Ms. King know that we're going to take the 5.
Okay.
I'll send the paperwork over.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And then Ms. Hernandez will go ahead and set you for a plea. Will that be on the morning of the 13th, Ms. Hernandez?
I have to ask the judge if she wants to do it that day, if they're ready, because they have to exchange the paperwork first, Judge. It may be
Okay, so
another day.
they may need a new date. Okay. All right. that
Okay,
sounds
thank
good.
you. Thank you,
All right.
ladies.
Thank you, Ms. Caballero. Hope you feel
Bye-bye.
better soon. Take care.
Thank you. I'm already feeling better. Thank you.
Good to hear. Bye-bye.
Judge, we have Mr. Vasquez and Mr. Underwood running a little bit late. I'm trying to get a hold of the 10 o'clock hearing so they can log in earlier.
Oh.
So we can
Oh.
take care of them.
Well, I'm fine. I mean, don't rush for me is my point. Whatever you all need to do. Mr. Marufo, are you able to do an off YouTube for a little bit until we get back on with